Let me give you a hypothetical example to illustrate my point. It's a somewhat exaggerated example, but I'm going to use this to illustrate the general concern. Suppose that a lot of people start raising some concerns about activities of the federal government. Let's suppose that at a point in not too distant future, someone says something like this. Wait a minute. The government has a massive set of databases collecting information on the population. The government has been interfering with private associations. The IRS has been harassing anti-war protesters. Groups that question certain forms of corporate power are coming under scrutiny by the government, losing their tax-exempt status, losing subsidies, etc. Go down the list of things. Government's been acting in all of these ways that involve powers that are very questionable. And people start to say, wait a minute, maybe the federal government's becoming a threat to people's liberty. And the federal government says, well, all of these have good aims, but you know what? There's a more pressing concern. There's a little town somewhere in Iowa that just passed a regulation against wearing baggy pants. This is a horrible threat to people's liberty. This is legal moralism. It must be stopped. And we need to start thinking about those things, right? Basically, it's pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, okay? All of those things aren't important. What's really important is that there's some cities out there that are engaging in legal moralism, and that's what we've got to fight against. That's the kind of thing that some people are concerned about, right? They're saying, look, legal moralism is not necessarily the main route by which the government amasses dangerous levels of power, or even the main route by which the government comes to have massive power ability to intrude into people's personal lives. And by focusing on this issue of legal moralism, we're missing the real threats to liberty.